Oh my god. So before we get into today's video, I'm excited to share that today's video is sponsored by MomMed. MomMed was established in 2017 and has provided products for women preparing for pregnancy and during. Their midstream pregnancy test supports early detection with super fast results in a pack of 5 or 6. I went with the 6-pack because I am a pee on a stick addict, as you'll see in this video. The midstream tests have an incredibly high accuracy rate of over 99% with results as quick as 5 minutes. The MomMed pregnancy test strips are great for testing for pregnancy after your missed period for a 99% accurate detection. Fast and easy use with MomMed Home Pregnancy Test Kit, you can perform the pregnancy test on your own without a specialist in your very own home. I love that they come with urine cups in this kit to make it a little bit more sanitary, and other competitors just don't offer that for this easy go-to choice. Each MomMed pregnancy test is packaged individually for easy and discreet use. Head to the description box for the link to shop, and happy testing. So, it's 5 days past my 5-day transfer. It's Wednesday, August 25th, and I caved and I took a pregnancy test, and it's totally negative. Like, not even a glimmer of a line. And I know that it's early, but last cycle when I got a positive, I had a very dark positive at 7 days past. So I'm pretty sure that I would have gotten a positive at 5. Obviously I'll never know because I didn't test then, but I'm starting to feel discouraged. I kind of cried a lot this morning because I feel like this might not happen for us. I don't know. I know it's early, I understand that, but I just don't feel the same way I felt last time when I was pregnant. So it is Thursday, August 26th. I know I'm in the exact same spot that I was in the previous clip. Okay, so last night I started spotting, but it was so light that if I wasn't looking for it, I would have totally missed it. So I'm feeling a little bit better because I spotted during my last cycle right before I got my positive. So I'm trying not to get too excited. Hopefully this is a good sign. I, at that point, was 5 days away from my period, and I do not ever spot before my period, like ever, never spot. So if this is the cycle that I spot before my period, then it's just like a big middle finger to me from the universe. But I'm really hoping that this is a good sign. I bought some first responses and some clear blues, but I accidentally bought the pink dye clear blue. I meant to buy the blue dye just to see if there was a difference. But anyways, I am going to go test. I feel really nervous for some reason. Yeah, it's middle of the afternoon. I've been holding my bladder since 8 in the morning. So I think that I should get a pretty good idea. All right, so I'm in the bathroom. I'm going to take a first response and I'm going to take a clear blue. And if it's negative, I will not test anymore today. I will test possibly tomorrow, maybe it's Saturday. I'm so nervous. I haven't filmed testing yet because I've been getting negatives, so I just really hope that I finally get some kind of a positive or something, just because I'm starting to feel, I'm so 50-50 about this round. Some days I feel like I'm pregnant, I'm getting signs. Other days I feel like it's a total failure. So I guess, let me take these tests and I guess we'll go from there. Okay. It's been a few minutes. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but I did take 2 tests. I can't see the results yet. I'm so nervous. I just don't want to see another negative, but I have a feeling, so. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have the faintest spot. Oh my god, it's seriously so faint. I don't even know that you're gonna be able to see it on camera. It's so hard to see. Can you guys see it? Okay, so the First Response and the Clearblue both have the faintest line. I would think I was crazy if only one of them had it, but they both have one, and it was within minutes. So it's not like I let it sit for 10 minutes. I let it sit for like 3, and it was just barely there. And so I asked Dom if he would look at the test and see if I was crazy, but he also sees it. Here's the Clearblue. Oh, it is so faint, and I feel like no one's gonna be able to see it, but it is truly there in person. I didn't expect to see a faint positive today. All right, it's a little before 8 a.m. It's Friday, August 27th. Sorry if I sound this way. I just woke up, and so please excuse the way I sound and all of that, but I'm starting to feel like I'm coming down with something, and I think that's a good sign. I took another test last night, and it was a little bit darker. It was a First Response. It was a little bit darker than the one before. So anyways, I'm gonna take 3 different tests. I'm gonna take a MomMed, a First Response, and a Clearblue. And I'm just gonna see what they look like. I'm cautiously optimistic. I hope they're darker than they were last night. I'm definitely starting to feel pregnant today. I don't feel very well. I just feel like I'm getting like a really bad cold. So I'm gonna take these tests. I'm gonna cover them, and then I'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay. I'm so nervous. I really want them to get darker because I'm afraid that it could be like a chemical pregnancy, or like it tried to attach and it didn't. And it's not even been 24 hours since the first test I took yesterday, but it's getting close to that. So it's been about like 20 hours, 19. So I don't expect them to be too much darker, but I do hope that I can see something better. So let's check the First Response first, because that's the first one I did. Okay. There's definitely a line there, but I don't know if it's darker than last night. It's super faint, but it is there. Let's see the Clearblue. So I do see it on the Clearblue as well, but it's still kind of just as faint as yesterday. All right, I know that I have to chill out for today, but I ended up taking a blue dye test this afternoon, and I do see a faint positive. It's not that dark, but it's definitely a faint positive, just as the others have been. So I'm gonna wait to test until tomorrow morning, and I'll update you guys. Good morning. It is Saturday, August 28th. I'm so lost on my days, but it's Saturday. I'm 8 days past my 5-day transfer, and I've been testing like a crazy woman. So I've just been going crazy since I got that faint positive 2 days ago, not even 2 days ago, not even 48 hours ago. So that's how crazy I've been going. And I've taken 5 different kinds of tests. I don't even know. I've been doing the MomMed. I did a Walgreens blue dye test. I did a Clearblue pink dye test. So I've done quite a few different tests. I've been sharing my results and stuff on Instagram and TikTok, and everybody keeps saying, stop comparing the lines of different tests at different times of the day. I know, I'm going crazy. So today, I said to myself that I will test at the same time as I tested yesterday morning with the same test. I took a First Response at 10 a.m. with second morning urine because I heard sometimes that that's better. So that's what I did. And I got a faint positive, but it was still darker than the previous day, which was 6 days past transfer, which is when I got my first faint positive. So I was still like, I was really disheartened because it wasn't that dark. So I told myself that today, because I had one more First Response left, I was going to do a First Response at the same time today. So it's 8 days past 5-day transfer, 10 a.m. I took a test. All right, can you guys kind of see it. It's so tough to see, but it is so much darker than it was yesterday. Hopefully you guys can see that little baby faint line, but it is so actually there. It's so tough to see. The 7-day like hardly even shows on camera, but look at that 8-day. I also want to mention that my 8-day came up within seconds. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but you know, because I am afraid that because it's so faint, it could be a chemical pregnancy. But the lines are getting darker, so I think that's a good sign. I think we just had a late implanter. Sorry, I just got like excited, like a little emotional. I'm trying not to get too excited. I don't want my hopes to get let down. Okay, good morning. It's Sunday, August 29th. I'm 9 days past my 5-day transfer. I took a Clearblue last night at about 8 o'clock and a Mom Med, and they were both positive. Right now though, I'm having period-like cramps, and I'm due for my period today, so I really hope that's not the case, but I'm gonna take another first response. I might take a digital, and I'm gonna take another Mom Med. So fingers crossed that everything looks good, that things are darker than yesterday, and I'll check back in a minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's so much darker than yesterday. There it is. Here's my Mom Med. It's faint, but it's there. And here is my first response from this morning. This is 9 days past my 5-day transfer, and it's getting pretty dark. So I'm currently today is the day I'm actually due for my period. I'm on a natural cycle, so I was a little bit nervous about this day because naturally I would be starting. I am having period-like cramps. They're kind of strong, so I'm a little bit nervous, but this test is getting darker. It's not a squinter anymore. It's getting darker. Tomorrow is my official blood draw, so we hope that even though it says we're pregnant, the beta number is high. So I'm so nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna take a pregnancy test tomorrow morning or tonight, I'm not sure. But anyways, I'll check back in when I take one next. So this is not the update that I wanted to give. It's only been probably 2 hours since I last updated, but I like full-blown started my period today. And I don't understand because I'm having dark positive tests now, or at least pretty, I mean, this is like such a strong positive. This was my positive from 2 hours ago. So I don't understand. And I know like a lot of people have been telling me maybe it's just implantation, but I'm due today. It's really heavy. So we called my nurse this morning and told her that, I mean, I definitely started my period, and she said that I still have to come in for blood work tomorrow, which is really hard when you know that it's going to be negative. Good morning. It's Monday, August 30th. So much is going on with this whole cycle. So, number one, I'm bleeding so heavily. Like so heavily. It's actually very comparable to my miscarriage that I had last year. But my pregnancy test that I took today is as dark as yesterday. It's very positive still. I went to go get blood work taken. You know, I know that my nurses were probably trying to say a lot of things to make me feel better. I know that they're ultimately concerned. This is kind of what I was told, is that, I mean, there's HCG in my system, clearly. It's showing up on my test. They mentioned that, first of all, I'm gonna be the first person they call today. because if there is HCG or it looks savable, they said it's possible that the doctor could add something to maybe see if that would help. I'm gonna be real though, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem good. I'm pretty sure that I'm having a chemical pregnancy. Everything literally went perfectly except for this. So I have no idea. All right, so it's now 3:30 on Monday. My nurse called a little bit ago and let me know that my HCG level was at a 16, and the minimum that they want to see it at is 100. So basically she said that that's not a viable pregnancy, which I already assumed because I'm heavily bleeding as though I'm kind of having a miscarriage. So I'm definitely having an early loss chemical pregnancy, whatever you want to call it. So something did try to attach, but unfortunately it didn't stick. We were already kind of prepared for this just because of the way that the tests were getting darker but really faint. And like I said, I started my cycle yesterday and it's just only gotten worse since then. So we both kind of expected to not get good news today. So I'm not shocked. This is the news I was expecting. I have to go in on Wednesday to get another blood test to make sure that it's passing properly. And she said that my doctor also wants to have a meeting with me. All right, so it is Wednesday, September 1st, and I got some really interesting news today. My HCG levels on Monday were a 16, and I was told that this is not going to be a viable pregnancy, which I already assumed because I've been bleeding as if I'm on my period. So when my nurse called me today, she let me know that my HCG has risen. Rise? It went up. Super confusing. She's still saying it's not a viable pregnancy. It went from a 16 to a 24. So I posted this on social media because I'm being really open about this journey right now, and I had like so many people send a whole mix of stuff of what could be going on. And then I had someone message me and say, well, have you been testing? And I was like, no, because I thought I was miscarrying or having a chemical pregnancy. But I did decide to take a test today. This is the most confusing thing that has ever happened. This journey has been a big roller coaster and I don't know how to get off. So here are my tests. This is wild. Saturday morning, I took a test, 8 days past 5-day transfer. It was a pretty good line. But then I was like, oh, let me take a digital. Well, it was negative. Please tell me why today, okay, we're now, I don't even know how many days past my transfer. I've already been told my pregnancy is not viable, and now I'm getting a positive on a digital. And to top it all off, my mom med is now dark. I'm now concerned that I'm having an ectopic pregnancy because I don't see how I could physically be bleeding this heavily and everything be like hunky-dory in the uterus. I don't see that being a thing. I am concerned that my tests are now darker than they were 2 days ago, and my HCG has gone up. It did not double, but it did go up. And so I have to go in on Friday for another blood draw, and if it goes up again, I'm gonna start asking questions of like, should we do like a scan, or because like, is this ectopic? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. This is the biggest roller coaster I've ever had with any IVF journey. Like, it is amazing. It is a pretty good thing that I'm documenting all of this, because I wouldn't believe me if I told me this story. Like this, I don't know what to think. I'm literally, I feel like I'm getting whiplash because this is just gnarly. So I don't know, you guys. I have no idea what's happening right now. My mom med is so positive. I have a yes on a digital. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. This is just like not what I expected to happen. I know I haven't updated this vlog in a few days because it's just kind of been the same thing every day. Basically on Friday, I went in for blood results. That would have been Friday, September 3rd. And my HCG went from 24 to 26.5, so it didn't rise very much. Today is Tuesday, September 7th, and my HCG went from 26.5 to 134. You know, normally that would be exciting, but my progesterone is still only, it's a 2.9, so it went up from 1.5 to 2.9, but it still isn't considered a viable pregnancy level. So at this point, we are expecting that I'm having an ectopic pregnancy. Now I have to go back to the doctor's office on Friday and get a formal ultrasound by my doctor, basically to rule out a viable pregnancy. I'm still so early, it's only like 5 weeks, I don't even know how many days, 5 weeks, 2 days pregnant. So I don't really know what's going on. Number one, because I'm, you know, over and over being told this isn't a viable pregnancy. So, you know, last week when I was told my HCG was low, I was like, okay, cool, like, not cool, but okay, I'll just take the week to grieve and, you know, I'll figure it out from there. But I feel like because of this, I'm not even able to start my grieving process because I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know where this is, but it's really scary. My pregnancy tests were getting darker all weekend, so when my nurse called, you know, she was like, well, your tests are right, your HCG went up. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit scared because, you know, obviously whatever's happening isn't good, and I have no idea what the next few days are going to look like for us. I have no idea what this ultrasound is going to show, but this is just not the position that I want to be in right now. I don't even know where to begin. It's been a few hours since my last clip, and I had literally minutes before that clip got that news. But I honestly, this vlog is so all over the place in my head that I don't know if I've explained everything fully or not. But you know, I went to the ER on suspected ectopic. The ER confirmed that based on all of my test results, they believe it is also ectopic. They believe that it's a non-viable pregnancy as well because of my HCG levels and my hormone levels. I again went in this morning to get my blood drawn. My HCG again rose, but my progesterone was still in the single digits. And when I say single digits, I literally mean like a 2. So we know that I had my period already. And that's pretty much verifying that yes, my pregnancy is in a non-viable unknown location. And because my HCG is so low at what I'm considered at almost 6 weeks pregnant, it's just not possible. And they're afraid that if we keep this going, that this could be fatal to me. And they don't want to risk internal bleeding. They don't want me to lose a tube. So yeah, they made the hard decision today that we had to terminate it. And you know, like, my miscarriage was hard because it wasn't, I don't want to say this is a choice either, but my miscarriage wasn't any choice. It happened and there's nothing you could do to stop it. And this just is harder because I know it's not necessarily a choice because it's not viable, and we had to put my life over, you know, I know ectopics, there's no positive outcome. You have to terminate ectopic, but it's really hard when you have to go in and do it. I understand that it's important to save your life and to like get on top of it, but it's so hard to like just go in and get a medication. So yeah, I got the injection. I'm home now. And I'll talk about in a future video that entire experience, but I don't really think there's anything left for this vlog now. It's just the safest option for me. We don't want to risk anything, so I guess that's really it for this vlog, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated on everything that comes next, but this was just a really sad and hard day.